Greetings, Deen Truth here, class number 2. Come in. And just like that, as an entrepreneur, you got Labor Day, you got holidays, but there's really no days off. So, class number 2, master teacher talks about wherewithal. What is wherewithal? How did it come about? What is it now? How it relates to entrepreneurship and business. So, yeah, it's a holiday, Labor Day. People that work are supposed to take a day off. And I would say in nature, when in nature does anybody take a day off? I think the only time they take a day off is when you die. They people were talking about taking days off back in Jesus' day, and Jesus came back with some fish, and he had some fish, and he went fishing. They was like, "Dang, Jesus, why did you go fishing on the Sabbath? You're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to stay still, not do anything." You know, more or less, Jesus was like, people gotta eat. You gotta eat. It's the Sabbath. People gotta eat. It's Labor Day. People gotta come up. New fact: all the American billionaires made $800 billion. Well, their net worth increased by $800 billion since the pandemic started in March. All the American billionaires' net worth increased by $800 billion since the pandemic started, almost $1 trillion. So, what day do you want to really take off? I mean, I'm not trying to race compete with the billionaires, but you want to get a little piece of the pie. A tenth of a tenth of a tenth is still a couple 100,000, maybe even $1 million of that. So you got these things you got to do as a entrepreneur. You got, when you work a 9 to 5, people, you work your 9, you start at 9, you end at 5, and then you convert over to a whole nother life. So you live in 2 lives. You got your work life, and you got your life, your regular life. So you got a certain amount of time for your work life, a certain amount of time for your regular life. But why can't your life be the same no matter what time of day it is, whether you're at work or living your life? I would say if they were all the same, then you increase time, increase value. As an entrepreneur, everything is the same. Whatever you're doing, you can take it and apply it in the future to whatever you want to do as an entrepreneur, your business, anything, any movie I watch, any time I'm at the playground, anytime I'm listening or reading a book or a novel, you're supposed to take whatever information you have and internalize it and see how you can apply it to your life. You're always trying to figure out how to apply whatever you take into your life. So, just as a side note, if all you're doing is listening to rap music and watching booty shaking videos, it's hard to gain important information through that lens. You gotta widen your lens, you know what I'm saying, and just go out and do different things. That's why I encourage people to the youth to play musical instruments and put them in certain weird classes you would have never did yourself, whether it was tennis or cheer or boxing or basketball or chess or anything to expand. So class number 2 of the free business classes, we're going to look at this term called wherewithal. I don't know if you guys have heard of this term before, but it's about a 400, 500-year term from England. And I have some things because I known about the term for a long time, and I made some videos about it. So now I'm about to attempt to put these videos on to see if uh, how can I get it? I thought I had it done where I could share the video, but I see that they got me locked in. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can change it from stream. No. Dang. All right. So, bam. We're gonna do it ghetto style. See, this is what wherewithal. If you ain't had the wherewithal, then you can't even do this. But we're gonna find out what that is. So hold on. I'm gonna just pull it up on my phone and show it. This is just a visual. This is just a visual of what the wherewithal is and what it has to do with anything. Bam. Let's see. Let's see. Bam. Bam. How you go sideways? How you just thing go sideways? Yep. Did it play?
Fucking focusing on that bullshit. Figure how we can get some damn startup cash. Is that like extra cash? Now's not the time to be doubtful. Look how close we is, man. And we don't know nothing till we try, right? This America. This is our America, though. We're African American. It's America. Fuck if it's our America. We say in the green fucking rush is real. Alright? Like the old school gold rush. It's our time, brother. Okay. You understand that? You want to say we shall overcome? We shall overcome.
Then once you have the economic wherewithal, then you can get it.
Finance. Make sure you have the wherewithal.
When you got your economic and you're standing on solid ground.
And I got the wherewithal.
So bam. Why'd I show that video? All right. So this is what's going on. I was just happened to be watching a movie called something about Grow Room, about some comedians. And then the comedian was talking about like really making some money off this Grow Room and entrepreneurship. And I dig that. I dug that. And then he came out with reading from the book that you need the wherewithal. I was like, oh my goodness, he brought up the wherewithal. He brought it up 2-3 times in the movie. And so you see in that movie, in those clips, the wherewithal was money. But the wherewithal can be a lot more things. The wherewithal could be money, it could be equipment, it could be right here. The wherewithal can be right here. What is wherewithal? I wish I could share the screen. So, but since I can't, wherewithal. Let me go to the definition. As I pull it up from, I had the Oxford and one of these things, Oxford Dictionary. I'm gonna just pull it up again. Wherewithal, Oxford. So All right, we just gonna do the Marion. We're gonna do the Marion because I already have it up. So, definition of wherewithal, according to Merriam-Webster, means resources. And then their example is money. The means and the resources. So, resources, money, tools, things, means. But then if you also look, they had that wherewithal used to be a pronoun, and before that it used to be a conjunction. So you have these two words, where and with. Where now, with what? With, question mark. Withal. Wherewithal has been with us in one form or another since the 16th century. It has come from where and withal, meaning with, and it has been used as a conjunction, meaning with or by means of which, and as a pronoun, meaning that with or by which. These days, however, it is almost always used as a noun referring to the means or resources one has at one's disposal, especially financial resources, that is money. But that's still just giving an example. So this word used to be a conjunction. A conjunction is a word used to connect clauses or sentences to coordinate words in the same clause. And, but, if, or three examples. So wherewithal used to be a word like and, but, and if. But the power of it became so big that it became a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that can function by itself as a noun, phrase, and that, a word that can function by itself as a noun, phrase, and that refers either to the participants in the discourse or to someone or something mentioned elsewhere in the discourse. So, i.e., I or you, she, it, or this. So, it was applying what used to be a conjunction, now kind of, the word gained so much clout that it turned into a pronoun saying, wherewithal, meaning you, or I, or she, or it, or this. But then it rose to so much power that now in current terms it's a noun, a word used to identify any of a class of people, places, or things, or to name a particular one of these, a proper noun, common noun, or proper noun. So now it has it raised from a word that didn't mean anything, conjunction, like, a throw off word in the sentence, to becoming the main word in the sentence. Wherewithal. Why has wherewithal became so important? Because when you possess it, where, now, with what? With what's in your head, with what's in your hand, with what you have outside that you got a key, turn the key on, and it can produce. Wherewithal is the word for producers and creators. Producers and creators is the base of entrepreneurship. That's 99.9% of entrepreneurs. Producers and creators. Producers and creators are what's gonna increase value 2020 and beyond in the new normal pandemic. Again, the American billionaires made a combined $800 billion this year. Since the pandemic, they made a combined $800 billion, and their value increased by $800 billion. Just the billionaires alone. So just think the millionaires probably increased a few more billion. So the the people that just work every day, pretty much on a decrease. Everyone is on a decrease. But if you're an entrepreneur, everybody's projecting upwards and it's still going on. Wherewithal, how do you get it? I was just watching something, not even thinking about anything, but when they say something in a movie or somebody talks about something, you take it inside of you and you add it up. But in order to do that, you had to have the proper rearing as a child. You had to be in school. You had to learn English. You had to know math. You have to know geometry. You have to know skills, life skills, baking. You have to know how to clean. You have to know how to wax on, wax off. Because if you knew how to bake, you can have a bakery right now. If you knew how to clean, you can have a cleaning business right now. If you knew how to bake, you can run the bakery for 5 to 10 years, crush it, have people underneath you. Look, follow this recipe. Do it like this. You automate it. Then you step away. Cleaning business. You're the number one cleaner. You put the cleaning business in. You put it on. You present yourself to the clients. You show how good you are. Then you slowly bring people in underneath you, work underneath you, see how you do it. All right, now you take over. And you become the best while I expand. So, and I just, expanded on those two because, I just happen to name those two. And even with, babysitting, one or two or three babies. All right, raise them. All right, then you get your license. All right, let's put it down. And then you get a couple girls, 18, 19, 20, 25 and younger, and pay them. And hey, this is how you take care of babies, and this is what you do. And you bring other people that like babies, and you got the camera set up, and you got your licenses, and then then that's one. And then you expound on that one, and then you build by your name because you possess the wherewithal, because you also are networking and talking to the clients. And then the clients are always talking good about you. So your clientele is going to bring more clientele in because you know the proper English, your vocabulary is expounded. See, this don't even have anything to do with what you do. Networking is like, once you become to a certain level, once you're like good at what you do, networking is like 75% of your job. And just still being the best you can be is 25%, but you're in automatic mode by that time. So networking, uh, like I said, speaking properly, not getting into politics. Politics is ruining us right now. Everybody wants to hate somebody, and we can't do that. And entrepreneurship does not create that. So, because if you look at it, for example, Nancy Pelosi went to get her hair done, and the hair done was a Republican. So if no one cared about Democrat or Republican, the hair story wouldn't even been an issue. Hey, what you want? You all right? Huh? You okay? All right, cool. So she okay, and then I go back to going on. So if we do this, thank you. If we do this 24 hours a day, I can take care of kids. We can run businesses. But of course, we all need a team. But it starts somewhere. So wherewithal is where it starts. The basics is where it starts. Karate Kid, he didn't learn karate until the second half. He learned how to clean cars, wax on, wax off. It's a way to do it. It's a process. We learn processes first. We learn 1 + 1 = 2. Then we learn the rules and regulations, and then you move accordingly. It used to be that you can graduate from high school and get a government job, or graduate from college and get a job in the corporate field and work 30 to 40, 50 years and retire. But that's over. It's over. It's done. It's a new normal. You take your applications that you already possess and you apply them for yourself. How do you apply them for yourself? That's when you ask questions. That's when you open your mouth. That's when you network. So what I'm offering now is a free networking opportunity. So all you have to do is inbox, type, or call me with a question. Then we butt heads and see what we can do to make everything grow. So back to wherewithal. Very important. You are diverse, cultured in different things. Extend your hand, listen. To gain the wherewithal, you must have your mouth closed. If you have your mouth open, you will never gain the wherewithal, because you learn from other people. And then everything you learn, you can self-apply to confirm what they're telling you is the truth. Everything you learn, you can confirm. Math, science, English, what have you. Even human nature. You just have to observe. If you close your mouth and observe over time, then you understand. Then the wherewithal kicks in. It kicks in. You don't know when it kicks in. You just have to be prepared. Luck equals, what the hell does luck equal? Preparedness. Being prepared, timing and preparedness. Just being prepared at the right, when the opportunity presents itself. You was lucky because you was prepared at that right opportunity. You was prepared for the opportunity. So a lot of people with wherewithal are considered lucky because they were prepared for the opportunity. So don't think about being a millionaire today or tomorrow. Think about how you're going to be a millionaire in the future and what you need to do to be a millionaire now. You need to continue to gain the wherewithal. You need to become the wherewithal, where anything has to go through you. You are the wherewithal. You become the now. Like, this thing needs to happen. It has to go through you, because you're the wherewithal. You're the thing. You're the where and the with. The now. You are now. You possess the wherewithal. So it's very easy. What you do now, you apply that to your business. So, bam, I'm in human resources. So your human resources, you can do payroll, or you can outsource. So there's a lot of small businesses, 5 to 20 people, and they need human resource services performed. And you can perform that on a part-time basis. I mean, as a part-time fee, where they don't have to incorporate a full-time 1 or 2 or 3 person human resource group. Just think, you can do that to 5 to 10 different small businesses. So I'm just, as soon as something comes in my head, I'm gonna just apply it, and how you take it and go further with it. And as I said in Act 1, Class 1, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. So we build on that. Always build on that. One at a time, but keep building. We multitask. We got smartphones, videos, Kids, everybody does more than one thing at once. We can all multitask, but gotta multitask in an order. There's an order to nature, and entrepreneurship still goes with nature, but it works a lot against the human mind. So if you understand the human mind, then you become a great entrepreneur. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me, what have you. Inbox me, call me, inquire on the next one. Class number 3 is going to be about another phase of business, and then we're going to keep moving forward. The 101 class is all basics. Everything's going to be basic, making sure everybody gets on the same page. Real mundane, but it's a step up. Every class is going to be slightly higher than the next. We just got to get on the same wave path is all I'm trying to get everyone to understand as far as being an entrepreneur. It's a consistency. A lot of people fail. I've dealt with a lot of people recently, and it's they get angry. It's not. This is not. You don't treat entrepreneurship like relationships. It's long term until you die, so your kids can pick up. So I'm out. Class number 3 in the future. Peace. What's up, Nick? Peace.